Welcome back, baby faces. Victor Villain here. Let's see who's making their way to
Mischief, you heard?
Elite Steve.
Let's yellow.
Pretty chubby flaco, dímelo mi gente.
Disgrace.
JP Salvaje. JP Savage, baby.
Yes.
Por Mojon.
We're back. Like that gift that kept on giving.
They got a bill for that.
What's up this week, guys? Welcome back.
Oh, you stuttered.
Hi, I did.
You know who didn't stutter?
Who did it?
Alistair Black saying,
Hey.
I do. To Selena.
No, I don't think anybody should stutter.
I do.
situation.
Ooh.
First he has
Wow.
the black mask.
Off the market now? Steve, how you
Now he
feel?
got Selena, baby.
You said you was talking some,
Shut the
some
fuck up,
noise,
alright?
man. You was like, yo.
Shut up.
We were supposed to be invited to the wedding, man.
Look, man.
Hey, Viper's
I'm
still
not
out there,
talking
though.
about it. I'm not talking about it.
Shout out to me.
That's a Viper.
I'm not talking about it, man. No nice things.
No nice thing.
Well, I guess
Wait,
the wedding's a nice thing to clear up.
No,
It's,
fuck
man,
no,
it's
no.
always nice to see, a wrestling couple form and legitimize things. You know what I mean? It's gone well in the business.
Such a baby face.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
just-
We got sex with them.
Wait,
Some
what?
have nice things. Yo. Fuck that. Nah. Vince McMahon sells 22 million of his nice things.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
AKA we.
That
selling
stock
off
dropped
stock?
a bit, yeah.
Yo, Vince McMahon's going
But-
all in, man.
Shout out
Hey,
to whoever
look.
holds any shares.
Who's that Freebird looking motherfucker?
Michael Hayes?
Yeah.
Yes, Michael Hayes.
He sold a bunch of his shares just because it was money right now. Like, they're
Yeah.
making money in
Yeah,
stock, so why not sell?
I remember once upon a time it was $17. That shit's 70 something. It made it all the way to 99.
Word, I remember when you told me. You were
Yeah.
like, yo, buy that
Buy
shit.
that
I was
shit
like,
now.
$17?
Yeah, $17.
Stupid. I should have bought that shit.
Me too.
Somebody that
Speaking
also
of
bought
stupid,
in. Who's stupid? Who's stupid?
Chris Jericho talking with Impact. No, I'm playing. That's not stupid. That's actually pretty smart.
That's a
'Cause
boss
Impact had
move.
better ratings than Raw.
That's a
All
boss
3
move.
hours of
So
Raw
let's
this
talk
week.
about it. It's been rumors, right? I guess everybody's talking about how are they gonna do it? Are they not gonna do it? What does this mean that he had this little interview with these guys?
He's friends with them. I don't think it means anything right now.
Jericho stirs the pot.
He
I
loves
think Impact is WCW. I think Chris Jericho sees a little WCW in Impact. I think that it doesn't hurt his name in any kind of way,
course
so
not.
why not keep every possible door open? And he clearly is the kind of guy that keeps every door open. I mean, the man's in NJPW right now.
He was recently on a podcast talking about how he's just so. It's really exciting for him to have options right now to see what because he's cleared up the schedule. Coincident? How convenient,
Aren't they doing their All Elite?
The next 3 months is gonna be cleared up for him, and Mania's coming, Rumble's coming.
Well, he's at Wrestle Kingdom, right?
Rumors for this Wrestle Kingdom. I think
But
he's gonna
Jericho
be.
will make one-stop shops. Like, he'll show up once or twice, but he might sign a contract for a couple weeks. But then All Elite, right? All Elite.
Right, they got the rumors with that.
Cody Rhodes was seen at the Jaguars game on Sunday.
Look at
And
that.
Khan, the owner of the Jaguars, is supposed to be an investor.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
All
he's a
Elite.
big part of
So,
that.
just
big part of
connecting
that.
dots.
They
You
might
know
as
what
well
I'm saying?
put
Like,
Blake Bortles in there.
wow.
This
But
might
I-
be
but
in
I
the
heard-
works.
Got a quarterback.
I don't know. Like, I don't know how truthful this is, but Khan has denied all those rumors.
Of course he has.
Yeah, everybody's denying, but he did go on to say that he hasn't heard anything that said that they weren't gonna do it. It's more of a redirect kind of
Khan
thing going
is
on
a
right
really,
now.
really good businessman.
Of course.
So
And he knows he's
Knows the
the
game.
things that he's done with the Jaguars. Remember the Jaguars and who they were and the direction they've taken.
Second
and
youngest team in the league.
he's been kind of like at the forefront of that.
Well, they're
And a lot
caca
of
sandwich
people-
right now.
They're
but-
caca sandwich right now,
That
but who were they a year ago? Like they fell apart on some bullshit. Like this
Yeah.
is a fluke, I think. And I think whatever. This isn't a fucking football podcast, but fuck the Jaguars. They've done a lot to improve their image and the quality of their football. And I think that Khan is a businessman, and I think he would be willing to put a dime into something that has such close ties to like excellence. You talk about Cody Rhodes, who's fucking like one step away from Dusty Rhodes, and he's got all that acumen, he's got titles, he's got like knowledge, he's got hype, right? You're talking about the Young Bucks, who are the hottest thing in the Indies right now.
speaking of the Young Bucks, though, they didn't confirm anything, but they said they might one day face the Revival.
and that doesn't mean
How
in
you feel about that?
WWE at all.
Yeah, that could mean an All In.
The Revival, they tweeted them back.
They didn't deny anything,
Yeah,
and
they
then
didn't
I
deny
think one of them posted up a clock.
None of them committed to either thing. Like they said, They left it open where they could come to WWE or Revival can just go out on the indies.
But see,
if they
it makes
really want to.
sense that look at who they pick out, the Revival, right? One of the most legitimate tag teams we have in the WWE
You would say that?
that is being subjected to some terrible booking. Terrible booking.
Yeah.
And you have the Super Kick twins themselves calling them out.
The stage monkeys.
Well, see, my views on that though is like some gimmicks just don't get over, and theirs is one of them.
You know how
Right now.
What
Yeah, but
opportunity
you know
have
how-
they had?
But
I guess you may yo
so
actually
wait,
I take that
what
back.
you're talking about is gimmicks don't get over on Raw.
You are in charge of your own character.
Yeah.
Whatever
Doesn't work at
time you
NXT.
get is the time you get. That's the opportunity you were given. Some people were given a better opportunity. You shine where you're at when you can. And yo, to their credit, they have been, but maybe this is where you're at and this is what you do. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like that's it. You know what I mean? Like Dolph Ziggler was in the Spirit Squad.
Like what?
Like,
What
you know
have,
what I mean? Like
what have they done in their segments that have really made you go, "Oh shit, they should be getting these tags"? Besides their NXT stuff, because that stuff doesn't count.
The
What
revival.
have
you
they-
mean?
what have they
we talking
done
about the revival right
Yeah. You know what they have done since they came up? Both been injured.
now? Yeah. Yeah.
True.
They've been injured.
So
DDP yoga.
I have no
I
idea
just
what
feel
the,
I just
what?
feel an opportunity that they get, they perform. And
But what what
and-
what
and
what
the
did they do
reality
to impress you?
is the booking.
I wouldn't say I was impressed.
Because what NXT doesn't do anything above and beyond. NXT gives you some segments.
No,
they
it
give
gives you a
some
platform.
vignettes, but they let them perform.
No,
and
of
Raw-
course, of course. But when they came up, they were in big matches to start.
Yo, when you play a video game and you get to the next level, you gotta level up.
You're right.
You gotta level up,
Word.
and they haven't leveled up. You know what I mean? Like, yes, they've been given limited
Look,
platform.
You can be
but
a
that's
great
the platform they have. You shine where you're at.
you can be a great wrestler and not get over with the crowd, mainly because you have no personality. Look at Sami Zayn. He doesn't really have a defined character. He's just a guy that's really good at wrestling. That's why he doesn't get cheered as much as Kevin Owens.
And I mean, I would even argue he does get cheered a lot.
No,
but
he
won't
does
get
get
the
cheered.
He's
push.
a crowd favorite.
Yeah,
He
won't get
he's
the
a
push.
crowd
But
favorite
see-
because of the flashy moves that he
but-
does,
but-
not
but
because of
it's-
his character.
But
I can't wait for that sliding
one
DDT
person-
that he
Yeah.
does.
But the one person we're forgetting that it doesn't go over with is Vince McMahon, because he's the one that pushes the buttons, and that's why Raw is shit.
Well, maybe
And-
their
well,
old school
no, see,
gimmick just doesn't
Look,
Maybe they
fit
need our
this
help.
time. Maybe they do
Dude,
need our
look,
help.
Did you respond to that survey? Like,
Yeah, Steve, tell us about that. Mister, I'm the only one that calls the rights our fans. This will be the last package episode. Yeah.
first off, I don't know what
now
you're
listen.
talking about.
After your conversation last week, I agree with you on the Sami Zayn thing. He's one of the top wrestlers. Recently, we just put a post on IG looking back at Henrico, right?
Shout out
Some
to
of the moves, yo, that he
Look.
used to do, that he still does in the E.
Yeah, he's a lot like Sami
NXT.
Zayn.
Him and
It's
Cassius
great.
Ohno have some of the greatest movesets you're going to see in WWE. That doesn't mean you're a great sports entertainer.
Right.
You have to have character when you're in the WWE.
So are you saying that Raw is really at the end of the day just more focused on the entertainment aspect instead of the wrestling?
Raw's always been more entertainment than the actual
So
wrestling.
why have they not been even entertaining in the last fucking
Because
I think it's a combination of things.
you just don't have great
Fuck Baron
entertainers
Corbin.
right now.
Ooh,
Like Elias is a great entertainer. That's why he gets over with the crowd.
easy.
But you have guys like Bobby Lashley who are devoid of fucking emotion.
You know who
He's
does
not
get
getting
over?
over.
Who does get over with the crowd? Kenny Omega.
Kenny
and
Omega.
shout out to him. And looks like that Andre the Giant documentary got some good reviews because they're gonna go with Kenny Omega this year. Well, I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but it's gonna be a documentary
coming.
on him. And
I'll watch that shit.
hell yeah,
He's got an interesting ass story.
Yeah.
HBO?
There's a video of him singing like
Actually, 2019
Linkin Park
is when-
"Numb" and at like a Japanese karaoke thing, which I'm all
can see
for.
that.
well, they're gonna be covering the first
Oh,
ever
nice
queer
things, yeah.
wrestling storyline. with
Oh,
the-
is that right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, you
I'm
know.
not sure if it's the first
So
ever.
let's
though.
talk about who needs help with their wrestling storyline. Fellas, Raw is whack.
First off, it started off with a
Oh.
10 count
Is it?
for George Bush, who passed away this weekend.
okay.
He's delaying the Avengers 4 trailer. I'm so pissed.
Oh man.
Wow.
He's
R.I.P.
also gonna give
To the Avengers 4
USPS
trailer,
that
yeah.
much more work tomorrow morning because they were closed to sit today.
Word.
No nice
Mutual
things.
funds.
No nice things.
Yeah,
Raw
no
won
Avengers
the-
4 trailer. I said that.
See,
After that, I believe Natty and Ronda Rousey teamed up to open up the show versus Nia Jax and Tamina.
and they were like, "Yo, here, guys, let's start the show
Yo,
with this
if
nice little appetizer called the caca sandwich."
If there was,
Fresh basil.
if there was ever two wrestlers I didn't want to see in a WWE ring, it's Nia Jax and Tamina. I don't like watching
Get
them.
ready, because we're gonna watch a lot of them.
But that's my point.
It
Like
was bad.
nobody wants to see
More
them.
importantly, and I think that's why Riot Squad did what they did.
Yeah.
They were like,
they tried
"You
to
will
save
not see
us."
this match. You're welcome." And I think we have to put some respect on the motherfucking Riot Squad's name.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta understand this opening was not about Ronda Rousey. It was not about Nia Jax. It was not about Tamina.
By Riot Squad.
It was kind of about Natty, I guess, by virtue of association.
Right, it was writing her off.
It was
basically.
about motherfucking Riot Squad slowly but surely becoming the NWO of the women's division. That's what we're watching right
I mean, I
there.
could see that, but
Right?
they're like NWO light.
Yo, but I mean, well, we gotta get something here.
Or are they like the Shield?
No, absolutely not.
Nah,
Don't
they're
ever
not
say
the
that
Shield.
stupid shit again.
Nah, I like.
Yeah, they're
them
like the
better.
Shield.
I like them better as an NWO type of like
Yo,
bullshit
Yeah,
in
but
the
that
back.
table spot though.
That was dope. That was
I
dope.
fuck
Yeah.
with
Who set up the table though?
it. Ain't none of my
Me.
business.
I didn't even catch that.
The table was set up for them.
Oh
Look.
god.
I'll take what I can get right now.
Look,
The standards
I
are real
just want
low.
to take a second to acknowledge the fact that Riot Squad and Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, from where they were in this spot last year to now, they've grown a lot.
Yeah.
They've grown a
absolutely.
lot, and I it just shows that WWE can produce like this kind of talent.
And you know who keeps getting opportunities to be on TV, and I love it?
Who, Baron Corbin?
Alexa Bliss.
Oh yes. I'm
Anytime.
a little nervous though. I mean, man, I'm a little worried about why is she still in this role. Like, I mean, how long is this gonna take? Is
Look,
this gonna be for?
keep her out of the ring for a while, because what happened last time was she got cleared, she got back in
Too
the ring,
early.
and she got concussion again.
Yeah.
That you don't want that.
So I
Yeah.
think someone that got concussion was Bailey bringing up them tag titles.
Oh
Ooh.
my god. Okay,
I
I
kinda-
have a big issue with that.
Go ahead.
So
Cause she didn't hug you.
she didn't hug me first of all, and why bring it up? Like you bring it. It's like you're not even foreshadowing anymore. You're just giving the spoilers and shit. Like
Look, you know what I have to say about that Sasha Bailey segment? They need to get off of Raw.
the same shit you said last week.
They need to get off of Raw, dude. They need to not be on TV for a little while, because that was bad. That whole segment was terrible.
Terrible.
Caca sandwich.
Damn.
Wish.
But
Got
yeah,
that sandwich.
this led
And
up
we
to
get some
another-
more women going on.
It led to another tag match, right? Alicia and
Yeah.
Mickey and first back, blah blah blah.
I guess this is
I-
the platform that women's like. Yo, we wanted more women on TV. They're giving us more women on TV.
But
like,
when you
understand, like the show is trying. Goddamn it, like it sucks, but shit, like
It's
there-
rough
there's-
times. It is rough times right now.
they're
Everybody's
putting
injured.
things like together that we want, just not like they're giving you that sandwich, but like it's like shit flavored sandwich. I think it's called a caca sandwich.
Yeah.
Essentially, they're giving you a caca sandwich.
But you gotta eat it. You ain't got nothing else in the fridge. So, what else you gonna watch?
You
Impact.
fucking huevo frito?
What you
Jordan
gonna- Monday
Grace.
Night Football?
ROH.
Come
Tessa
on.
Blanchard, yo,
Don't joke
NXT.
about that game. That Chargers game was dope.
it
NXT
was a good game.
UK.
Anyways, we'll go to the backstage segment with Alexa Bliss.
yes, I don't know.
And Ronda Rousey pretty much punks her, saying that she doesn't know how to run the division. Like,
Oh, word.
you know. And it kind of looked for a second that they were kind of trying to push her to be a face. Alexa Bliss.
Alexa.
It kind of
I kind of felt that a little bit. Yeah.
They kind of want you growing sympathy for her.
Well,
like,
The one thing we know is that I think
Raw sucks.
that.
I-
but Ronda needs to go heel.
no, not heel.
Ronda?
She needs to be like a Brock Lesnar that nobody
She's
really likes.
going
She can't
to go
go
heel
you
because
can't
the four
do that.
horsemen.
Yeah, they're
That's
gonna
just not
they're
who
gonna
she
go
is, yo. That's
heel.
not who she is.
She's not a heel.
Nah, it's
She's not.
That's the easiest
she's
thing.
a
for
No, 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 no,
anybody.
no. But it's
that's
not.
what we want.
But
She's
it's
losing
not.
the crowd, guys.
But it's not.
She's losing
what
the
she is
crowd.
because she comes out and she has a smile on her face just because she's there every day. She
Yeah,
can't
but
turn
that
that
shit
off.
wears off.
It don't matter.
well, I mean, if
And
you
but
see
as
her
a
social
performer,
media feed, it
And she's
turns
a
off.
performer.
Yeah, but if you're already booing her, it's easier to make her a heel
That's
at
what
this
I'm
point.
No,
saying.
absolutely
Not only that,
not.
and
You're
you
already
have the
getting
four
boost.
horsewomen being united soon. It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, I feel.
I don't think
make
it's as
them-
soon as you guys think it is.
I'm not saying it's next week.
I want to believe that
But
the
it's happening.
WWE
But you
think it's
universe
gonna happen by
is
WrestleMania?
loyal. I want to
the next
believe.
year, yeah.
I want to believe that when they do that whole these 4 horsemen versus their
It will
4
make
horsemen,
sense when the time comes.
the crowd goes to the WWE's 4
No, of
horsemen.
course. That was never a doubt.
Right. So then that's gonna bring heat on Ronda anyway.
That's where you're in charge of your own character, my friend. And I
Ah.
think that the
She
NXT
needs to make it
girls-
Just
work.
watch out for Mania.
Yo, how about the revival?
What about it?
The fucking loss against the Lucha House Party.
The Chucha house party?
Nah,
Oh,
yo,
my.
so see,
Speaking
that's on
of
the
the
board.
Lucha House Party,
Yo, we haven't had a thing on the board
in a
quite
while.
a time. So let me
Where
applaud you,
the
gentlemen.
fuck is this board?
Yo,
Right
it's right
there.
next to your mom's fridge.
Oh,
Oh,
Efri, ¿a dónde tú vas?
Shout out to
Next
the
to your mom's underwear drawer.
oh, damn!
wait a
Why is her
minute.
underwear drawer by the fridge?
Damn! She likes
likes
it
it
cold.
Well, so do the revival. Se la metieron fría. Oh,
Well,
man.
speaking of Lucha House Party, they did go up to Vince with a plan
Did it? Wait.
to have the tag titles inside a big ass pinata for the TLC.
Word.
Yo,
Wow.
Didn't the
What was
revival
that?
put out a petition to have the Lucha House Party?
They
Man.
brought that
The
no, but
rules?
Lucha House Party brought that up to Vince himself. Like that was an actual thing.
That's amazing.
Like who is coming up with this shit? Vince Russo?
Yo,
Oh,
but
no.
you know what?
somewhere.
It could be Kalisto taking Rey Mysterio's advice. Rey Mysterio told Kalisto, "You got to go out there and make noise."
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah.
there you
Son,
go.
That'd be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
That'd
fucking
be-
maracas.
I'm glad that he.
Yo, they came out this week.
Look at
with,
Brock
like,
Lesnar when he came
piñatas,
out as a
little
Mexican.
Yo.
No.
It was
Crazy.
truly appreciated, and
What?
what was?
I found it to be a little too much.
No, I appreciated it.
You
No,
know
I mean the whole Lucha House Party thing.
You know what else we appreciated?
But what I do, yes, Drew McIntyre Appreciation Night.
He got a
Oh my
medal.
gosh,
He got a fucking medal. He got a fucking medal. Nah,
That was
Where do you get that
terrible.
shit from? Dave and Buster's?
Yo, the segment was
Yo.
garbage.
the segment was garbage, but they gave you a match.
But,
They put your boy
but
up.
the storyline, I like the storyline.
Caca sandwich.
So, look,
But the segment was so bad. Like
Yo,
the whole
the-
premise
no,
of a
the
medal.
segment was bad.
I
and you know
think
what
that's
else was
the
bad?
problem.
That Ziggler went over.
No,
No,
Yes.
that's
no,
bad.
no,
No,
Ziggler's
that was
bullshit.
bad.
Let me explain
You
something.
could have had Finn Balor interrupting the match, right? Maybe getting disqualified. But you didn't have to have him lose.
Okay.
Wow, what you think?
Shout out to Pretty Chubb because he had the same point earlier.
Yo,
The whole thing about pinning him is the issue here, right? The pin,
Well, the
pin,
thing
right?
is, he's never been pinned since he got
right.
on the card.
That's a problem.
been on the roster for what, like 8 months?
And I understand Ziggler beating him. And my problem is not with Ziggler beating him. My problem is with
It's the
Ziggler
way it
beating him
happened,
now.
yeah.
Because
Yes.
Pinning him to the mat.
They figured out that this match and this feud that could last a few months.
yes.
They finished it in 3 weeks. Or in two
said it's
two
finished?
well,
days.
that's the thing.
In a day.
Who said
That's
right?
just an assumption though, because it's not finished. I don't think it's finished.
Yeah, because they're
Ziggler's
pushing
whole
Finn Balor
storyline-
versus Drew McIntyre.
Exactly. They got a match
So
in the pay
Ziggler's
per view.
done.
Gentlemen,
Ziggler's
listen.
whole
We've been
storyline is like this severe underdog. You don't think that this is like a sideways push for like Ziggler to like fight his way back up to the top?
You
to
know
The
what
only
I-
reason
you
I
know-
do
you know
not
what I
is
would like
because
from Ziggler
the only
right
reason I
now?
would do not is because what you're talking about is creative writing, where you have one wrestler with multiple feuds, and these ladies and gentlemen on Raw are not capable of doing that.
Apparently.
well, it's the writing, right?
But you know
we've
what I
been
would
bitching
love?
about the writing.
You know what I'd love from Ziggler right now? If he just went away for a little bit. Like, I love his matches, but I'm tired of the same old
Oversaturated.
fucking
I hear you.
story,
He needs a new
man.
character.
Well, that's
So
the
he
thing.
needs to
Aren't we
repackage.
crying?
He needs
Listen,
to
aren't we
repackage.
bitching about how they don't never make stories that aren't immediately attached to the WWE title or the Intercontinental title?
I
Guys, we just got it. We just
Yeah,
got it right
but
here.
it's-
This right here, Corbin, not even Corbin.
You're giving
Drew
us-
McIntyre versus Ziggler was not the story here.
Okay,
The story was Finn
look.
Balor versus Drew McIntyre. And guess what? Yeah,
That's
the only
not
thing
what it felt
the
like.
only thing I'll take away is that he pinned him, because at the end of the day, I thought he was gonna win by count out. And when Finn Balor interrupted, it finally made sense. You had somebody that interrupted the match that had something to do with the storyline, which is
Look.
versus something that they never do. Now, this can easily set up a #1 contender for the Universal Championship post Braun Strowman and Brock Lesnar, which we still have to get past, obviously.
It's going to take way too long to even think of
What-
something like that.
One thing's for sure, they're giving you Balor and McIntyre to tell you one of those guys are going to advance, the other one's going to drop back for a little bit.
We know
That's what
who's
this
dropping
match
back,
is.
though.
Yeah, Finn, I think.
But Corbin has a point, right? Like he just got interviewed, right, on like I think Booker T's show, right?
Yeah.
He had conversations with Booker T, and
Yeah,
he was
Booker
like,
T
"I
invited
love
him to
the
his gym
spot,
too?
and I love the heat."
Oh, by the way,
Dude.
fans, he loves that shit. Keep it going.
Yeah.
He loves it.
He's
You're not supposed to like him.
that's his. He's doing
He's
his
doing
job.
his job. He's
Yeah.
doing his job. Yeah.
And like he said it himself. He's got a John Cena spot. He's got Roman
He's got
Reigns
the first
spot
15
right now.
minutes of Raw.
That's
Like,
big league, yo.
15 minutes
You know who else likes
promo
it?
time. That's a lot, man.
Vincent
And that's
Kennedy.
what matters.
McMahon.
And people can joke around about his in-ring moveset, but he's a big guy. He got trained by Kane and Undertaker.
No.
Like, that's his moveset.
Hey,
He's
I'm
not
mad
going
at
to be
his
doing
moveset.
flipping and
I'm
shit.
actually not mad at. He's a big man.
No,
you know
no,
what I
but
mean?
there's a lot of
his
people that...
moveset is pretty good
That
for his
moves-
size.
yeah.
It's just the character.
You know who
The
else
promo,
is he's got his own little segment, his own little character. Elias right now. Right when Elias comes out, he has a little segment. He's got a little scuffle with Bobby Lashley, Blase.
What about
blah.
that segment though?
It's
Bobby
not-
Well,
Lashley
see,
out there,
here's
his
not the
muscles-
best.
but this is the major problem of
muscles,
Raw.
right? That took it to the 80s right quick.
Yo, I was watching it with wifey. She dead ass goes, "Yo, who's that kid?" After he hit him with the guitar,
That
yo.
wasn't what my wife was looking at.
That's
Ooh.
abusive children. Yo, your wife.
Nah, but
You got
shout out to
something.
Elias. He's dreamy.
Hey man, she's on sweatpants.
Ew.
That's
Shout out
Bobby
to-
Lash, B.
Shout out to Little Rush.
Little
You know
Rush.
what?
Rush.
You know who said what up to Little Rush? Elias's guitar.
Ooh. Thank you, Balor.
Yo, now my question to y'all.
To
'cause
your
Taz
point,
went
this is-
on a rant on his podcast saying that
Who's this?
Taz,
Taz.
Welcome.
Okay, my
went
boy
on a rant on his
Taz.
podcast
Making noise
saying
again.
that we got that too soon. That because Leo Rush has been so annoying, they could have continued without Elias getting his hands on him.
Or like a pay-per-view payoff or something.
Yeah,
I mean,
he said
he's
that We
right.
just shot our load real quick.
I get that. That's cool.
Listen,
I get
this
where
is
he's
the
coming from, but
same
we never
show.
have moments on Raw anymore.
This is the same show that
And
had
even-
Drake Maverick piss himself. Like, let's be real.
And that's what I'm saying. They pulled out spots like this. They
wanted to hold on on this
ended
sweet
or
moment,
started
right?
a Ziggler McIntyre feud prematurely,
That
They
man
hit
pissed
Leo
himself.
with
He's
a
a
guitar.
respected wrestler.
and it still
There-
sucked.
Their Raw's problem is they're desperate for a big moment to happen,
Wee.
but they keep pushing for it rather than letting
That's what
letting
she
it
said.
happen.
Let it
on its
naturally
own.
happen.
Because you look at
For real.
the wrestling hasn't been bad. It's the segments that have been really fucking bad. The execution on those segments have been awful.
And now that we would just mention Drake Maverick and awful executions,
Oh god.
Drake Maverick and Bobby Roode for the fucking pissy robe.
Dang.
They basically had a pissy robe on a pole match.
Thank
in
you,
which
Vince Russo.
Drake Maverick looked like the ultimate little bitch. Like, for what?
Like if he's not a wrestler.
Nah, man.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
actually, yo, it would have been nice to see the real Drake Maverick.
Yeah, that's what
Go
I
at
wanted
it
to
with
see.
Bobby
Put him some
Roode for a
moves.
little
Be like,
bit.
this is why I lead AOP.
Yeah.
Because I'm a badass motherfucker. I peed myself, but yo, you would have peed yourself too. He tried doing
I
that,
had
right?
a lot of cranberry juice.
Yo, I had to pee. That's what a heel should have done. Like, yo, you don't do it because, I was scared for my life, yo. I mean,
It was
Come
the
on,
first
man.
mechanism.
yeah, you say, you know what? I had a lot of cranberry juice. That should have happened. It'll never happen again.
You should say I was trying to pee on you, man.
It was, see, but I did what I had to do for my AOP, and that's how I'm gonna book Drake Maverick.
It's AOPP.
If it needs to be, B.
The authors of P.
That's how I book Drake Maverick. I
authors
know
of
that's
PP.
the end of the show, but that's what I'm gonna say right now.
He's
You
a
want
PP.
Drake Maverick to be out there like I
He's a
do
PP.
what I need my team to do so that we can win.
But
I need to pee myself. I pee myself. I need to fucking get this sleazeball win. I get a sleazeball win because I'm about winning. That's how you book Drake Maverick, and then you let
And
him
then I
have
will give him
a
a
dope
diaper.
match. But this is where we're at.
So, but then you had AOP, jump Chad Gable in the back, and Baron Corbin
Next
pulling
to
off a
Stone
heel
Cold
move
Stash,
and
apparently.
make it
For real.
a 3-on-2 match, right?
Yeah, 3-on-1 to be
It was
honest.
Lucha House Party rules.
Because Gable never made it back to the
He
ring.
made it back into the
So,
ring, right? So I mean,
yeah.
Nah, he came
Yeah.
out later and shit.
yeah, like hobbling,
Shout out to Rude trying to get that 1, 2, 3 quick.
Yeah,
Win.
it didn't work out too well.
All right, shout out to
Drake Maverick being
Dean
slippery
Ambrose
motherfucker.
coming out
Oh,
like Bane.
so yeah, hot spot here.
So yeah,
that
wait, wait,
entrance,
wait.
yo.
You talk about looking for big impacts,
There you go.
right?
There you
That's
go.
what
They
she
ripped
said.
off Bane because Seth Rollins was like Batman.
Uh,
The
I guess
outfit
he
that
is.
there was a meme that came out that showed Dean Ambrose the way he looked yesterday on Monday, And Seth Rollins, the black little leotard thing he wears, it does look a lot like.
Yeah.
I bet you,
Yeah.
I bet you, yo, for one of the next pay-per-views,
They're gonna make Justice League.
he's gonna come out with like a cowl. You know how like he's got like
Yeah.
superhero themed shit.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
He's gonna come out with like a Batman shit. He
I
does
think-
the shit on the low.
Yeah.
He's got like a white
Well,
Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Rey
Yeah.
Mysterio's known
He
for
did
that.
Yeah,
SummerSlam. He
Mysterio.
did
Right, WrestleMania.
Thanos.
Johnny Gargano.
He did Thanos.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
Thanos. So I
Finn
think
Balor
he'll do
does
that.
Venom.
Why not? Why the fuck
I
not?
think this is where they're going with it, man.
Shout out to Sting
What y'all
doing the
think of
Joker.
What y'all think? Yeah, word. What y'all think of the segment though?
It was, I mean, the same thing we
It
got
was
for 3
probably
weeks
the
in a
better
row.
segment of the night, honestly.
Yeah.
What's up with his fade though?
Yo, that shit was terrible.
Wasn't that
He
like?
got that shit at Dollar Tree.
And it was a
Junior's
video of him
haircuts.
getting it.
Shout
There
out
was
to
a video of him
Juniors.
getting it, too.
Yeah, yo.
Keep
the
your
dudes
elbows
were mad
tucked in.
hype. They were like,
His beard was
"Hey,
on
I'm
point,
mad
though.
hype." Yeah,
Beard was on
they
point.
spent all the time
But
on
yo,
beard and they
shout out
realized
to
the
him.
show was in an hour.
Shout out to him being a heel, man. He's out there like saying they stink, and this and that and the other, going
Yo,
with the crowd, yo.
Very old school.
Very
esque,
old
right?
I saw last
yo.
week was better, but I like this week.
But
That
yo,
shit was
but he's
still fire.
consistent,
He's
and I ain't
consistent.
mad at that.
He's not. He's showing off with
Don't
the
get mad,
creativity
man.
right now.
And
He's
it's
showing
hard
off.
because people love him.
Look,
That's what
right?
she said.
he's at this point he's a ring
Renee
vet.
loves him.
You know what?
He's a veteran right now, and he's doing.
Yeah.
He's showing the roster like
Exactly.
Look,
Leading by
look.
example.
This
you
is
got to
where my
do this
dick
if you want to
hangs.
be successful on the E.
I'm with it.
And
I'm with it.
him and Rollins are leading the charge right now.
They really are. You know who's not leading the charge anymore, or will never lead the charge again?
Irony, because his move is the gore.
Ah,
Leading the charge.
Damn.
Boo.
Barras.
All right, Rhino
Barras.
lost his match to keep his career, basically against Heath Slater.
Yeah.
I was gonna say he.
Okay,
Heath
so
Ledger.
let's see.
He
What's
dead.
going on here? Is this a real retirement or is it kayfabe?
It could be an angle.
I kind of see them giving Slater something to do now that the rest of
remember-
3MB is
Remember something?
somewhat
He just
successful.
ran for office.
But he
recently.
lost.
Really?
He lost terribly to a 26-year-old.
Oh
But-
shit.
He just ran for office. Maybe like he putting more focus on that. I mean, he is older in his career. I can see him taking some side job and then WWE, like a coach or something backstage.
Performance Center.
Well, so yeah, so something
Yeah.
that we didn't really talk about was that there's like this coaching carousel going on in the Performance Center where they're bringing in a lot of guys. Like they recently brought in Lance Storm, they had brought in Scott Hall. They're bringing in like different dudes, just because they're trying to see who's gonna be a good fit for their overseas expansion. So there's supposed to be one in Germany. There's supposed to be the UK Performance Center. There's supposed to be Japan.
You know who'd be great for the UK? The
William
GM of NXT right now.
William
Oh,
Regal.
yeah, of
William
course.
Yeah, William Regal's
Absolutely.
got to be that guy. He's
Yeah.
so good.
You could even put
Yeah.
Nigel McGuinness there.
Yeah.
They both should be over there.
I
Yeah,
want-
they
no.
should
Elijah
definitely
McGinnis is
do
gonna be
that.
announced,
Listen.
though.
No, he's great on the announce team. I just think in the long run, it benefits the talent in the UK a lot if they have those two guys.
So that means Regal stepping away from NXT though.
And,
Yeah, but you got people waiting in the wings that have been waiting
Who?
to take over for a while.
For NXT?
On the announce desk, yeah, you have a bunch of people. I don't know who
For
they
GM?
are, but
Oh,
there's
well, for
people-
the GM of
Don't talk about
NXT.
for the
Yeah,
GM,
referring to,
dude, you
yeah.
could put anybody back there.
Shit, you
Drake
could put
Maverick.
Shawn Michaels there.
You want to put
Yeah, like
you want to put someone with some like serious weight.
Regal,
Like,
Regal's
putting
good, yo.
Regal in the UK
It
was such a
worked.
clutch move. It was part of the reason why it had. If British Bulldog was alive, yo, he would be there as well.
True.
That's who you put there.
Speaking,
You put
Well,
the
speaking
legend.
Of,
Speaking
who's not
of-
gonna,
yeah.
unfortunately, not gonna be able to be there.
go ahead, JP.
R.I.P. to the Dynamite
Dynamite
Kid,
Kid.
man.
Dynamite.
Passing
Kid.
away on his 60th birthday, man.
Unfortunately, man,
And you know the eerie part is that his cousin, Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog, his birthday was last week
yeah.
on Tuesday, man.
Yeah, a lot of people
Ah.
devastated to hear that news.
Yeah.
Dynamite
Dude,
Kid.
60.
Rough
man.
life he lived
That's-
too, man. It wasn't easy for him.
He had a rough couple
post
years.
career. Yeah.
Dude, 60 years old is not old at all.
Not
My
old at
father's
all, man.
65, so
Hey, damn. that's
like,
crazy.
Damn, maybe if he had Jinder Mahal to give him some woosah.
Oh, that Chanta, whatever
No,
the fuck.
Shanti.
it is.
Shanti,
One of the
Shanti.
greatest tag teams. by the way.
Ashanti,
Yeah,
Sideburns.
Definitely ladies.
What?
Wrestle Japan.
yep.
I thought you said Ashanti. I'm sorry.
Fucking
The Shanti song. It's a throw at you, yo.
But yeah,
Finn Balor.
and Jinder Mahal.
So Balor gets his ass kicked by McIntyre.
No, but Balor wins.
Yeah, I know. But
Well,
whatever.
yeah, he
You
did
know
get beat
Balor's
up.
the point in
I mean, you
case
can still
is
get your
that
ass
this
kicked
is
and win,
corporate
like-
show. Yeah,
Ain't no wrong
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
Moving on to the main event, they give it to Ronda Rousey. I guess it's
And again, we have the
sensible
women
move.
dominating the
Yo,
the
but
big
you know
chunk
what?
of the show.
The one thing about this match is got to see Ember move,
Hey, always
right?
good time.
And she
Yeah,
actually got the spotlight. You know, she put in some work. But also, yo, I wasn't mad at the promo that Nia Jax had against Charlie Caruso.
I mean, when she
Yeah.
screamed at
The
her like
last-
Godzilla.
Just the part that she
That was
screamed.
terrible.
That's it. Just
It
the
was
part that
alright.
no, but just the part that she screamed. I like, but
worked.
because it's different and it was something that maybe her character
And
could use and
You
build
sound
off.
like a
Is
baby
Caruso
face
gonna start
bitch.
But it took an hour to get there. It took her like
That's true.
Is Caruso gonna
2-3 whole minutes to get there.
No.
Today, Junior.
Yeah,
I think that shit was.
I think it was whack.
caca sandwich.
sandwich.
Yeah, I
No,
wasn't
no,
a
the whole
fan.
night was Caca Sandwich.
Yeah.
But
Nia
maybe I
Jax
like
as
the
a
most.
whole fucking character and wrestler is Kaka Sandwich.
Well,
She should not be in
Alright,
the
alright.
main
It just
roster,
didn't
man.
feel as
Let's
forced.
let's just talk about the A show.
I am not watching next week.
Smackdown live.
I'll follow on IG and Twitter.
For real.
Or you could listen to the HPC podcast because we got you.
Hey.
we got you.
I
We
don't-
are HPC
Listen.
podcast, so if he's not listening, how the fuck are we gonna get? Damn.
Fuck 'em.
Like, what?
Steve with the bars, yo.
No doubt. We watch so you don't have.
You know who's not on the bar?
the bar?
You know who's not
Big
at the
Show.
bar?
Jeff Hardy.
Yo, straight up though, yo, SmackDown's like first 2 minutes were better than most of Raw, yo.
Shout out.
Paige
It
comes
just
out.
works, man.
Paige
It
is
works.
Paige as GM. I hope that
Sexy,
they don't try to
sexy,
do that with
sexy.
Bliss, because then it'd be like too much. You know what I'm saying?
Too much sexism.
Yeah. Nah. No,
Eye
wait.
candy.
I just don't want the same storyline going on both shows as it pertains to the women.
They tried that with what was it? Absolution and Riot Squad.
Yeah.
When they first came up, they were
They
doing the
both
same
came-
exact
yeah,
fucking.
yeah.
That's true.
It was
They're like, who could do
terrible.
it better? Ready, set, go.
Aaron-
much.
And,
And then
look
they
who
started putting
prevailed.
choreography in that. Yo, they Riot Squad. Can they stop that?
What?
That entrance, the in-ring entrance,
What?
that
What?
choreography.
Why you get scared?
Nah, that shit looks.
Yeah,
so
you
stupid.
scared, yo. You scared.
That shit
Why you
is like-
scared? You're like, oh shit, they're coming in the ring. Psych, they not.
They not.
They not.
No,
Psych, they got you.
it's like premature.
You know who else got you? HPC. Listen.
Hey.
Hey.
Ah, bitch.
So yeah,
But Paige
Paige,
looking like a snack.
Paige
Comes
calls out the ABCs of the women's division on SmackDown.
Oh, the
Hey.
contract signing, right?
Contract
sir.
signing. It was
So the
pretty good.
first contract signing where there's not a fight.
Wow.
Ah.
Wow.
Paige
Facts,
keeps
But,
her word.
but you had Asuka saying, go on there!
Facts, Facts, my
That's on
guy.
the board. I'm pretty
Yo, every time she says it, I'm like, yo.
That she said
Oh.
something that sounded like that.
Always.
Oscar and Charlotte versus
The
Kaka
villain
sandwich.
rose.
I am
But-
intrigued.
It was
yo.
alright,
I'm
it was
intrigued.
alright.
I mean, Asuka didn't hang in on the mic with with Charlotte and Becky, but it was
But you
funny.
never really expected her to.
Nah, exactly.
I want Charlotte. I mean, Oscar
Asuka.
to wild out in Japanese.
She
did.
did. She
Yeah.
did last.
Yeah,
no,
that- no,
but
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
But
Like,
like
that's what I
wild
want.
Yeah.
out, like
Wild out, like go fucking ape shit. Like go off on like a legit Japanese like shit. Think about how unique that is, right? Like nobody's doing that shit in WWE right now. Like
Tajiri
going on
ain't
some
do that
other
shit.
language. Yo, just like legit, go off in another language where the girls are like, I don't know what you said,
But I'm gonna take it as a
but I'm gonna take it as a sign of disrespect. And then they have to have that shit translated. Like, yo,
both
like,
gonna get
I'm gonna
clapped
talk
up.
to you in my language because I'm that bitch.
Both of you.
Yeah.
You're the man, I'm that bitch. I'm gonna
Yo,
fuck you up. And
imagine
I'm gonna
if-
fuck you up in
yo,
Japanese.
yo,
I'll fuck you up in
imagine
American.
his
I'll fuck
visual.
you up
Facts,
however you
man.
like.
Imagine his visual. Imagine if Asuka came out, and when she was out in
tentacles.
Japanese, they have fucking subtitles.
Oh.
Nah, that'd be so racist, Jay.
yo.
That'd be insanely
Wow.
racist.
That'd be
What,
boss.
what, you gonna
be on
come
the
out with
board.
fortune cookies too?
No,
Damn!
Like, come on,
boss.
man.
With
No,
Godzilla
like-
behind her?
Like whatever she's saying, Japanese, we get to hear it.
And Pokemon
We
everywhere.
get to read
Pikachu.
it.
No, because
Hello
this
Kitty.
isn't fake, JP. They don't know what she's about to say. Stupid. Why would they know that in advance?
Well, they're gonna put
'Cause it's
subtitles
not
in real
scripted.
life too.
Yeah,
Fuck is this, the
It's not
NBA?
scripted.
Is this the
No.
fucking NBA? The
It's
fuck?
not scripted.
Nah, flopper.
But yeah, the Deville and Rose get the win after Asuka kicks Charlotte in the
Kicks the
face.
shit out of her.
Word.
Dope spot.
Word, yo.
Kicks the
Um,
flare out of her.
Shit.
I didn't get to
Becky
see this
looking like a
match. Well,
snack.
I rewatched this online. Don't ask
Yo.
me where. But I
Okay.
didn't get to see this match when they show the replay.
The
But
Hub.
Xavier Woods, Jay
Good match.
Uso,
The Hub.
and Cesaro.
Good
Triple
match.
threat match.
Oh, actually,
match.
speaking of the hub, because that's what you were alluding to. I know you were.
Wow. Which hub?
The
D
the
Hub.
um,
The P?
if you search Rollins,
Yeah.
you'll find Samoa Joe versus Seth Rollins where he snapped his knee.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
nice.
raw. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can
that-
see why. That's under hardcore.
Something like that, yeah.
Wasn't it a promo, a segment or some shit, or was it a match? It was a match.
No, that's Samoa Joe's debut.
Yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
debut.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Oh,
Segment.
yeah. The segment. Okay, all right.
Fucking
Yeah, that
straight
was
up.
crazy.
Okay, back to
Yeah.
SmackDown.
But yeah, man, the triple threat match, Jey Uso got the win. I think they have a triple threat match going on in TLC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, but
that's
you
legit.
watch that and you want to see it's like you're expecting
you
a
what.
ladder.
I'll tell you what. Is there a stipulation?
No, there
No.
is none.
They're gonna make that match
They're
at
not.
least a no DQ.
Oh, I thought you said
They
pancake
should.
I can see.
I don't think
them-
we're that lucky, yo. I
Yo,
really don't.
Baron Corbin.
How-
Listen, Baron Corbin has been jumping in to interfere in matches, right, to like adjust the finish. I could see who are the heels in this match, right? Like the Usos are the heels.
Bar,
The Bar's still the
Usos.
heels.
Oh, I mean, the bar.
The
so,
Bar is
Bar
the
and
heels.
Usos. And the Usos are heel right now, too?
They're supposed to be anti-hero, I guess.
right? I could see like Corbin. I mean, I know this is a SmackDown fucking some shit, but that'd be fucking.
I just
dope.
don't think they'll give them the time frame, and without the right time
On the
frame,
pre-show?
on the card,
Even if they do it on the pre-show? Yo, the Usos and New Day know how to steal pre-show.
Yeah,
And so do
yeah.
Cesaro and
if you
Sheamus.
give them the pre-show, you give them the whole hour. Fuck it, yeah.
This
why not?
match has stars in it. Like these guys know how to put on a
If they
show.
give them an hour, if they
They
give
won't
them
give-
30
they won't
minutes,
give- they won't give them
an
an hour.
Yeah, I don't
If-
want to see that
if
match
they
for an
give
hour.
them 30
JP,
minutes,
goddamn, what
he
kind of
said an
stamina
hour.
you
Nah,
got?
yeah, I thought an hour.
25
give them
25
30
minutes.
Great, you want
25
triple threat, no
minutes.
DQ.
I'm okay with pre-show if they
I
give
don't
them
see
30
anything
minutes.
over 15. I think with 3 teams.
25 minutes. That's
That's a lot of
including the
spots.
entrances.
Definitely no more than
That's
half an
enough.
hour. Definitely no more than
That's
half an
enough.
hour, though.
Because the TLC match at WrestleMania 17 was only like 25 minutes. So you
Yo,
can't- you
you're
can
gonna
only
tell
do
me
so
Kofi
much.
Kingston won't do some dope shit?
Yeah,
You're gonna
but,
tell
but,
me?
but I think putting it on the pre-show is disrespectful then.
But that's just gonna happen.
That's what I feel is gonna happen.
Yeah,
That's what I
because
feel. It
these
will happen.
motherfuckers don't respect the tag team division, yo.
I don't
When
know.
Remember,
hone-
like,
when
you won't
honestly-
even count that as a loss.
When honestly, the SmackDown division is so much better than Raw's tag
So
division.
much better.
Absolutely.
So if
And-
anybody should be on the pre-show, it should be Raw's.
Raws. Yeah, I agree with that.
All of Raw should be on the pre-show. Honestly,
Besides Ambrose and Raw.
like Miz
Monday
TV is better than all of Raw.
And then when Raw starts,
But you
we
know
get.
what's better than Miz TV?
Daniel Bryan on Miz TV.
Dance break.
That's what I was gonna say. To your
I
point.
just want my baby.
Yo, stop dancing.
Don't worry, I'll add I'll
What you
add
do?
music. I'll add music to the audio feed when we say dance break.
This is when I recorded it.
Nah, but I think
What do
I
you
think
think?
Miss TV was okay. I'm not too mad at Daniel Bryan's promo here, but he
Too
did.
mad. I thought the shit was excellent.
Yo, that was
He
great.
brought up Alexander Hamilton. and he
Dude,
brought up
that heel
health,
promo was so
the
fucking dope.
Earth. It was alright. It wasn't that great. It wasn't.
You know what, Vic,
It wasn't
get over here.
epic.
Get over here,
It
Vic.
was okay.
Vic,
I mean,
come over here real quick.
Nah,
come,
I'm good.
come over here.
He's gonna stick a
nah,
can-
nah, I'm
Hey,
good.
please do
I
not-
think
do
at
not
least Steve has a
follow
piece of
anybody
candy
with
for
my
you.
kendo stick. God damn it! This is my kendo stick. I have a kendo stick. There are
Mischief
many like
has-
it, but there are none like mine.
To those who are
Don't break it.
not here right now, Mischief has pulled out his kendo stick in
Listen,
front of all of us.
whoa.
Wait a
Let's
Yo.
not misinterpret this
He's
shit.
now holding it
My kendo
ever
stick
so
is
tightly.
47 inches of
That's-
pain,
That's
Poppy.
the sound of his kendo stick.
And
I'll
that's what
tell
Bobby
you right
Lashley
now.
says to Leo Rush every night.
Back the fuck up before I whack you up.
Wow.
Motherfucker, I got a hammer.
There's a lot happening.
Motherfucker, I got my kendo stick.
You about to have no beans.
Well, you know who has no beans? Or who has all beans?
All the
Jack.
beans, Daniel Bryan. Yeah, he has no meat in them beans, but yeah, all the
So,
beans.
Fickle.
He's actually
Yo,
not a
what's
vegan
up with-
anymore, so.
Him and his damn fickle. Like if only he's the one that is entertained by it.
Fickle.
What are
He's
you
the-
talking about? I
like-
think that's fucking great.
Yeah.
You and him are the only one that chuckle when he says that.
It's
Hey.
not chuckling.
Like,
it's
He's
yo.
a heel vegan, damn it.
Yeah,
yeah,
great.
you're not supposed to like it.
Yo,
like
he
No,
dead
no,
ass was like, yo, y'all really chanting some shit for 20 years ago and you're mad dumb. So
That was
yeah.
dope. That was
Yo,
dope.
Any heel.
Calling,
Yo,
yeah,
that was
calling the
dope.
crowd
You want to
sheep.
call yourself a heel
That
in
was dope.
2018?
That was dope.
You shut down the what chant.
hey, how about this?
That's how you do it. You
how
shut down
about
the what
how about
chant.
you shut
That was the
some
highlight
kid's
of it.
happy birthday up
Oh,
as the show ends?
For real, he did.
shut
Yeah.
up, you stupid.
Like, come on, that is
Nice.
good fucking heel work,
That was
man.
nice. That's nice.
You know who else had good heel work? Samoa Joseph.
Oh
That's
my
right.
God.
So Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton, right? Blah, blah, blah. Same shit, different day.
Don't worry. You thought you were watching Raw.
Samoa Joe went from selling cookies to to working at the bar. That man works
Hey.
hard, man.
Yo, that man works hard. He does. But he cut himself a
Shout out
promo
to
where
mi
he
tío
was a
Samoa
PSA.
Joe.
And then a PSA about drink responsibly, right? We're going to touch
Oh,
on.
Wendy.
I would have liked that, too. I would like for him to always use Wendy. in
Wendy.
promos.
That'd be hilarious.
Like, yo, just
I
drop
drink-
her name.
You drink like Wendy
casually.
do? Huh?
Just
So,
like,
so at
thought I
any
was done
time,
with
like
you.
AJ could always be a possibility. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, why not?
just when you thought I was done with you.
Yeah, Wendy.
Yeah.
Just cast a little doubt. Eddie Guerrero would have done it. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
it was great.
Dominic.
So, so this brings us, I guess, to the main event of SmackDown, right?
Do you remember the 3 stages of hell? Austin and Hunter? I feel like we got 3 phases of Miz in one night.
Talk about
Do
it.
tell.
So
Let's talk about it.
before we got to Miz TV, you had the Miz in a backstage segment come up to Shane McMahon and talk about, yo, what's up, man? I thought we were going to be tag team partners, blah, blah. This angle makes me fucking sick. I don't know where the fuck they're going. Shane McMahon needs to go somewhere.
Wasn't he saying that he's part of the family?
Yeah, why are you doing this with the Miz? Ah, yeah, you're 1/3 of the best in the world, best in the world.
Miz is
You're,
2/3.
no, he's 1/3, and the other
No,
one,
he's
Shane is 2/3. So,
No.
well, he's 2/3, and the other one's 1/3. Whatever.
Yo, you don't know any math.
Yeah, fuck math.
You don't know math of any kind.
This is-
Look, Scott Steiner.
Yeah, for real.
2/3, 23 thirds and a
And
third.
then 233%.
33 thirds and a third. Alright?
I picked things up. I put them down.
Stop.
So that's the first
Stop
phase.
going to Planet Fitness, yo. It's
So
just
the
fucked up your head. Come on, man.
Nah, but the first phase was definitely corny for me. Then the second phase, you got Miz TV, which is the repetitive heel that gets into everybody else's business before his. He's involved in the AJ and Miz feud now. He's not involved in something with him.
All right, and then what's the third phase?
Then the third phase is the main event Miz.
we talk
The man
about
that can hold a main event match with AJ Styles, steal the fucking show, deserves a WWE championship
that's
run.
pretty strong.
Yeah.
But you're really shitting on the Miz here when this is all about the Miz. You talk
No.
about building
The
a long-term storyline.
But what's the
This is how
story?
you do it.
What's the story here?
Miz said that Daniel Bryan had to break everything that he thought was true to become it, to become the champion.
Okay.
And Daniel Bryan was like, nah, that's not gonna happen. Blah blah blah. Like I got my morals, I got my values. I'm the good guy. Blah blah blah. And here we are. For him to become the champ, he had to do some dirty shit. And Miz the whole time has been right.
Yeah.
This is building to like a dope Miz Bryan storyline.
Miz and
Literally-
Bryan, yes.
Yeah,
And
you know
Miz
who
and Bryan,
You know
yes.
who storyline
But-
that they just gave that to before?
yeah, it parallels straight to the
Immediately,
under.
right?
Yeah.
Go ahead, yo. Tell them who it is. Yo.
NXT, baby. Ciampa and Gargano.
Gargano.
Yes.
Listen.
Yeah.
It works because of Daniel Bryan. And it kind of,
God,
now
why
that you
you
say that,
making-
it kind of makes sense that
Put your clothes on.
Johnny Gargano's no longer face.
Yeah,
And
man.
Daniel Bryan's no longer
It makes
face.
sense. It's the same story,
So,
and it works.
they're
They have
running
to wrestle
parallel.
each other.
And
No
this
one's gonna
works.
clap. It's just gonna
And when you get a
for
Miz
everybody.
Daniel Bryan payoff, great. And that's why I'm saying he deserves it, because this is the proof right here. This Miz and
Listen.
AJ match.
You talking about Fox? You talking about SmackDown? You talking about numbers? The Miz is champion. That's gonna sell some TV.
They
You know,
want
that's very
they
valid.
want tickets and ratings, and that's why they, especially with the Ronda shit, that
Miz
they
and the
want Ronda.
Misses is blowing
So
up.
AJ, right? AJ's been restructuring his contract. He wants less
That show
time.
sucks though.
This is a really easy time for the Miz to step in that role.
Mhm.
He can be the face, the top
He
face
needs to
in the
have
company.
a WWE title
right?
run.
He-
Forget this shit with Shane McMahon. What the fuck is that?
That's true. Shane McMahon could come and go.
Yeah,
He's not gonna
get-
be there every pay per view.
That shit is corny.
Yeah, he'll
Put
have a match at
But the thing
WrestleMania.
is, you're not seeing what the shit with Shane McMahon is. The Miz is setting himself up so that when he needs to, he can fucking flip it.
And go
Yeah.
face.
And he has some other shit.
I guess.
You know
He's
what I mean?
working every
He's working
angle that he
angle
can.
has. This man is a poker. Like
Well, one thing's for
Maverick.
sure, he owned SmackDown this week, and it really was all about
Yo,
Miz.
so
this week.
the Miz to parallel, right? The Miz with Baron Corbin this week. As far as the amount of time he had on
With
TV,
TV time,
yeah, he was the one I
and
guess.
it worked.
Yeah.
But the segments that were written for him, were executed the right way.
Right.
I mean,
Beautifully said.
and I mean that's more. I think it's a little more on the character.
But
Like Corbin's still new to this.
Shout
so
out-
he's
shout out
still
to-
learning.
Yes, he's West Met.
shout out to the post match. AJ Styles getting beaten up by some guy in some tight jeans, Vans, and his grandpa's cardigan. they called him Daniel Bryan or some shit.
AK
Yo, this
Kurt
guy
Cobain.
has a disdain for Daniel Bryan like no other, bro. I swear to God.
You realize
I do love the heel turn. I loved it. He needed
Man.
it. He needed it.
people
but it's
on
just-
Twitter said it, yo, and I don't remember who. the
He's
fuck
easy to
said it.
pick on.
But you realize the top heels on SmackDown are like an eco-friendly vegan and a
self-aware,
PSA
yeah.
self-aware Samoan, like who
It's not
tells
that
you to
hard,
drink
ladies and
friendly.
gentlemen.
Yo,
It's not that
you
hard,
realize like these are the bad guys right now.
and it works.
Where you
Don't
have
drink and drive.
you have like a 7-foot monster on Raw that you can't make a monster somehow.
He's
Yo,
the baby face.
I just figured it out. The motherfuckers from Truth be writing these fucking storylines,
Yo,
man.
son.
Fuck
Nah,
it.
then it would be good.
So as we go into
Shout out to Truth commercials though. They be
as
on
we
point.
go
We didn't even be
into
thinking.
booking Raw, right? Because that's what
The following contest, scheduled for one fall,
this JR.
We didn't write Raw. We gonna write this.
We
shit
gonna help
now.
write this shit. So like we gotta understand right off the bat, this is not an easy endeavor. Okay, we get that you got 3 hours to write, and as we overlook the roster, we're like, damn, it's not as thick and as robust as we would like. Pause.
Hey, that's not what you said. That is not what you said.
It also sounds like you were trying to order from Domino's.
It's about. That's how I like my coffee. All right. First of all,
I
second
don't
of
know.
all,
They
that's
be
how I
talking
would
about
like
that
my
robust
raw.
tomato sauce. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
It's a robust, but Raw is missing a lot of characters, a lot of guys right now
key wrestlers, man.
to injury. And when you really look it over, it's like, damn, you realize what they're playing with here.
I think right away, like, you're missing a guy like Kevin Owens, who all these serious guys at the top, he would just walk in there and just make fun of all of them.
Absolutely.
It definitely took a shot losing Cole Owens and Zayn and Strowman now. Who
Right?
else is not
People are
even-
missing Fandango.
Fandango's
Fandango.
injured.
Right? Like,
Fandango's
'cause
fashion
Tyler
fight,
Breeze-
man.
that kills a tag team. That drops another tag
Jason
team you lost.
Jordan's out.
But-
Jason
where's Bray
Jordan,
Wyatt?
Bray
Bray Wyatt.
who was recently on a live show, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Roman
popped out in
Reigns.
Starrcade.
Roman Reigns,
Yeah,
your
but that's
number
not.
one.
It has nothing to do with like actual storylines. So,
You forget Roman Reigns is gone too.
But he's available soon,
True.
right?
So-
That means he's
but
available
that's
soon.
not an excuse for being shit.
Brock Lesnar.
No, you're absolutely right. It's just you realize that we're not exactly talking about like every person in the roster, and like there really is. Damn, who do you consider a top guy? And you look at this roster and you're like, damn, this really doesn't have as much potential as I would have liked or would have thought. Right off the
Every
bat.
top guy is out right now.
But I'm saying like,
with the exception of
I mean,
Finn,
not
Elias.
every top guy, but like some of the top.
but Raw's roster is very
Yeah.
thin.
Yeah, the number one guys right now after injury is Finn, Elias, Seth,
Everybody in the
Ambrose
main event scene right now.
right now. And if they're not in a faction, they are Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I mean, look.
You have all the heels in one faction and all the top faces in one faction because you're afraid to. You didn't bother bringing anybody else up
But you know
throughout
what?
this whole time.
You know what?
But the
sad
thing
part
is, if
about
you
that?
bring people up, when the other guys come back, where do you put them? They end up like Ty Dillinger, and you guys get upset.
Ty Dillinger, another one, the injury we lost.
Yeah. But yo, the fact that they're in factions, I don't think it's a big problem because it can work. It's worked in the past.
No, yeah.
Look at
there's-
WCW.
This week was
They
fine.
perfected it,
So-
right?
This
So
week
let's
was fine.
let's
And
look
all of
at
WWE.
This
Let's
week
look
was
at
fine 'cause
this
they,
week.
Right?
they separated. They had Elias and Lashley do their set, even though Finn Balor still came out for that. But then they had Drew and Balor had their own little shit
all right.
on the side.
So-
So that was fine.
But we're talking about fantasy booking. What will we do to make the show better?
So let's look at Raw real quick and just let's start from there, right? Because we can't take back the past.
right.
We're
What-
here now.
We don't see anything new or fresh in terms of matchups on Raw.
So here we are. We got Natty
You
and
got-
Rousey.
Are we using the
versus-
same champions or
Yeah,
are we going to create your own
Let's
champion?
no. Let's
No,
go
no,
from
we're-
here on out.
Alright, so
Let's
starting
try to
today.
write it from today, right? Because
Alright.
we got to salvage what's available.
Alright.
So we started this show with Natty and Rousey, Nia and Tamina. Where do we go from here?
Are we still doing the turn?
You mean after the Riot Squad attacked?
Yeah. Now what? The Riot Squad attack. Now what do you do
So scrap the entire
to
match.
make this? Nah, there's a way to make this interesting, baby. You got to focus on that Riot Squad. You got to make this chick, Ruby Riot,
Tell them.
a top chick. And this is how you do it. Make her the head of the Riot Squad, as she has been, no doubt.
I mean, they got her. They got the name from her. So
Have her,
Right.
yeah.
Ruby Riott.
It's the Ruby Riott.
She
squad.
should be pushing all the champions buttons. If you're the NWO of this shit, you take what. Listen, you either earn what's yours or you take it.
Corey Graves said it best the other day. No one deserves anything. You got to go out there and take it if you want it bad
that
enough.
Shit. And this is where Ruby Riott takes that shit. You interfere in every match that Ronda Rousey's a part
Become
of.
the equalizer.
Nia Jax comes out to face Ronda Rousey, you interfere. Because you want to be a part of that motherfucking match. I don't give a fuck who wins. Because eventually I keep interfering in matches. Stone Cold Rock, Triple H, right? You keep interfering in each other's matches, they'll put the three people together in a triple threat that'll put you in the title picture.
I mean, look at Charlotte.
You're about chaos. You're
Look at
about
Charlotte.
riot.
Right.
She got inserted into the freaking Rousey and Becky feud because she kept inserting herself into business she had no business in. So,
And Nia Jax.
That's how you debut the women's tag titles and you form the boss-ass NWO faction that has the titles, Papi. That's how you do it. Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, they can go.
So now, something interesting about the women's tag title, right? We've known about it for some time. We knew it was coming.
And it
wasn't,
still doesn't
wasn't
exist?
introduced properly by Bailey this week.
Oh, God.
But like, it's hard for me to think about women tag teams because the rosters are not big enough for that to a certain extent.
Who's
No,
gonna
but-
do?
but
Who's
there's
gonna
a lot of
defend?
It would
tag
be
teams.
very interesting, especially the fact that we're talking about pay-per-views nowadays, co-branded, right? Having the women's tag team, one women's tag team defending.
that's
on
how
both
it should be.
shows.
That's how it should be.
And then the other show just they fight
Because
for number one
the Riot
contendership.
Squad versus the Iconics.
I mean, I always thought the
Yes.
Iconics should be the first
Yes.
champs.
The
But
Iconics are like faces, really, right? Because they're over. They're like snarky.
nah, but they're
Versus the
annoying.
Riot
They're
Squad,
definitely
that's
heel
right.
roles, but
Yeah,
they
yeah, they play
they're
the heel
going they're
roles,
over.
but
They're
they're
over.
They could be like the New Day.
All right.
What do you do with the revival?
Oh,
Right, so we
fuck
got
them.
we
I mean,
got the revival.
what?
You fire them.
You fire them.
FTR.
That's what FDR means. Fire the revival.
First of all, you know how to spell fire the revival.
Moving on.
Yo, so what's gonna happen here? And I'm gonna fucking throw this out there as well. Finn Balor, Dolph Ziggler, right? It was gonna be Dolph Ziggler and Finn Balor, and it was gonna be called Dolphin. That'd be crazy. That's a missed opportunity if I ever heard one. And you could imagine them coming out to like hot pink and teal. Tell me no, like black, hot pink and teal, like the Miami Heat.
The Miami
Holla
Vice
at me.
uniforms. Yeah,
Dolphin, Miami, pink,
Man, that shit
purple,
hurts my head.
book that
Oh.
shit.
Vince would have ate that shit up. Yo.
I love it.
And Finn,
With
Finn
white
would have
jacket.
came out as Demon
White
Finn.
jacket.
Dolphin tuna.
Yo, Dolph Ziggler already has those pants.
Oh my
Yo.
god, this nigga
Finn,
knows his
Finn would have
wardrobe.
came out as Demon Finn in the hot pink and the blue.
Yo,
That would've
tell
been
me you
dope.
wouldn't pop, yo. Or some black and hot pink and green, like it's mostly black. He's got like
And his abs would have
Yo.
been colored. No.
That would have popped in 01 along with Mace, bro. No, because you know what?
You book him with the
Revival
Young
would be
Bucks.
good in a faction at this point, right?
No. I tell you what you do.
tell us.
You put him in a match against
The AOP?
Fashion Files, because what's Fandango's coming back soon. He's already in ring training.
Talk about low hanging fruit.
Look, you got to get started somewhere. You got to build up somewhere.
And that's the problem, right? You don't have a tag
That
team. little
division is not
feud.
strong enough to. You can't put him against the Ascension. That's a joke.
There's no feuding if you're not feuding for the actual titles, right? With
And
the tag
that's
division
that's a problem with Raw's tag team division.
and their singles division, to be
So
honest.
what do you do? How do you fix the whole tag team? Because when you talk
You know
about
how
the
you fix
revival,
the
talk
tag
about
team
all of
division for Raw? You break up Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. That's how you fix the
So
tag
you
team
have
division.
one less tag team.
Yes,
division,
that's how you fix
I
it.
don't-
Exactly.
team?
Exactly. You fix
Or
it
you
like
make a
that.
call up.
Well, that's what I was getting to. You call some people up. You bring up Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Nah.
You bring
hell
them up as a
no.
tag
You bring them up
team?
DY. You bring up DIY.
That's your plan to bring up the revival. You're
No,
burying
you're
them
no,
off.
after
not the
that.
You're
revival.
off
The
the
tag team
show.
division.
Get off
The entire
whole show.
route tag team division.
Well, you know what? Now
Fuck the
that-
revival.
The way you say that, actually,
Yo, you
have-
want to...
You
who
bring up
better
a
than Ciampa and Gargano, two of the most over NXT guys, to
That are
bring
both
up an
heels.
entire division?
It's like a brand new
Oh.
division.
you
out
know
of-
both
what? That's
heels
not
right
a
now.
You want to
terrible
revive
idea.
Raw?
At his face,
You
you're
want to revive Raw? Bring up Undisputed Era.
You
Nah,
can do
not
that
yet.
too.
Not
But
yet.
I don't
No.
want them
No,
up there right
honestly,
now.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry.
I want them when Kevin Owens is back. That's
I'm
when I
sorry,
want them.
but if I was any NXT star right now, I'd be scared to go up to the main roster.
All of them. All of them probably
Why?
are.
Because everybody thus far that's debuted hasn't been too great.
Well,
man.
Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn are an exception. Braun Strowman is an
Yeah.
exception.
Yeah, but I don't think they're complaining
Braun
about that
Strowman-
pay bump that they're gonna get when they get to the main roster.
This is true, but like
Bray Wyatt
right
is
not
now,
what
like
we're
the
talking
Undisputed
about,
era, how over they are, right? Tommaso Ciampa, and then we're talking about the bullshit Raw. I mean, maybe they are competitors and they're ambitious. They're like, you know what? Now's the time to take over because the Raws have been shit, right?
Sometimes
But-
good, sometimes shit.
I don't know, man.
What do we do now
With the main
with the
roster.
top of Raw?
All right, so
How do we book
you
the
put
Universal Championship and the IC title?
So let's
'Cause
talk
we
IC first.
We
Let's talk
talked
IC
about the women's
first.
division. We talked about the tag
You
titles.
can't
now.
until you get that strap
So-
off of Lesnar.
IC first.
So let's do it from today on.
No,
out.
no, no, no. You
How
build
does
to the
that
world
work?
heavyweight. Let's go. Let's do the
No
IC
world
first.
heavyweight. There's no world heavyweight.
Universal. But I need Apollo Crews to play a bigger role.
Nah.
I mean, I don't.
No,
I know
IC
his mic
title?
shit in there ain't to par, but neither is Baron Corbin. The motherfucker's starting up Raw.
Baron
So,
Corbin's more believable going after the title than
That's true.
Apollo Crews.
The Intercontinental title or the
Any
Universal-
title.
No,
Any
the
title.
Any
Not
title.
any
Baron
title.
Corbin.
He
no
could go
way.
after the fucking cruiserweight title and it being more.
Apollo Crews.
Apollo Crews
is
has
a way
the
better
fucking
talent.
personality of a wet fish.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm
That's
saying
how
bar.
all fish-
I'm saying
all fish are
barring
wet.
the mic work and the character.
If you're in the water, are you wet?
Not necessarily.
You're not. So are
if
you
a tree
wet
falls
fish?
and no one's around to
So
hear it,
does Apollo Crews
Ooh.
having the personality of a wet fish, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I was using it as a bad thing.
Well, let me
we
tell
talked
you
about
something.
he's gonna be the human highlight reel, right? That's what the role we're gonna play.
listen,
An IC
Look,
push some way. I
They
mean,
got
they've tried
Bobby
it
Lashley
before.
back. They don't need him.
you have somebody that
Oh.
sucks completely on the
Bobby
mic.
Lashley's way more. Oh my god.
Baron Corbin is taking up
Whoa,
the main
whoa,
spot
whoa,
right
whoa,
now.
Control yourself,
I'm
man.
pissed.
Why are you pissed?
Yeah, what's going on? 'Cause-
I cannot stand Apollo Crews, man. He's has no fucking character.
He doesn't. He really doesn't. But
He's
his
the most boring.
but his
fucking
talent,
guy on
his
that roster.
talent is way better than Bobby Lashley's.
All right, so
Bobby
you,
Lashley has even less character,
you remember
But he has
Foghorn-
Leo Rush.
but he has no talent.
But he has Leo Rush.
So
What
you like-
what can he do that Apollo Crews can't?
So you wanna
Physically,
join them?
physically,
Oh
Nah.
shit!
he's a good mid carder. He's a good mid carder. He
I
just
wanna
needs
see
to
him
work
lower
that fucking
mid-card.
mic.
Yo, there's got to be a way, right? So all right, so let's book the IC division. Like what?
So
like,
right now
what's
you
that
have Seth
mid-card look
Rollins
like?
versus
Seth Rollins
Dean
is,
Ambrose.
he's an
right?
upper carder, man.
Seth
But
Rollins
yeah,
needs to
those
lose
are
the
two-
belt so he could be in the
Yeah,
main
yeah.
event.
But if he
picture
loses
already.
the belt, it's gonna be to Dean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the reason Rollins
Dean
is
can
We'll
holding
run
talk
the
it.
about
title.
that next week, right? Like what our predictions are
Look,
and how that should go.
Rollins is holding that title because Raw has no Universal title. That is a Universal title for
the
Raw right
IC,
now.
yeah.
That's why he has that title.
That's why the Miz had it for a while.
Always
So
do that
are we ready
him.
for Universal title?
Yeah. So Brock,
I like Finn Balor to
So-
fucking be in there.
Yeah, man, put that shit on Drew, bro.
Not to put it on him, but I mean,
that's what
Drew
she said.
McIntyre, I like to put the belt on him.
Wow, wow.
belt. I said the belt.
That's a lot.
I was
You
talking about
mean
Friday.
the title?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a
Yeah.
belt, damn it.
Oh, it's a title. I'm sorry.
Someone's
All right,
gonna-
Vince.
Yo, who wants
You
this
and your
candlestick,
fucking
though?
leather skirt.
Yo, could we give Corey Graves something to do, yo? Cause
No, fuck
you know,
him.
he's kind of bored.
I said we bring back Bray Wyatt, bro.
Bray
Yo,
Wyatt.
that's what we need on some
Yeah.
Royal.
He needs to be repackaged a little bit.
Bray Wyatt with some Bo
So
Dallas and the
essentially,
Bludgeon Brothers.
Who's your main
Yes.
event roster? Bray.
Ah,
You
that's
could
what
put
I
Bray
wanna
Wyatt
see.
in there. Let's put Bray Wyatt, Bobby Lashley, Baron Corbin. Unfortunately,
Go slow the fuck down.
Yo, do the new and improved Wyatt family
I thought you
with
said
Bo
Drew
Dallas,
for a second.
Drew-
Curtis Axel,
And
and Bray Wyatt.
but they need a chick. They need a sister Abigail.
yo, I don't
You
know
know,
Sister
why.
Abigail?
Nah, but the
Why
thing with
they
Sister
didn't do that.
Abigail was she's dead. That's what.
Right, right.
That's the mystique around that.
I don't
Rumor
know.
had it at one point
Hey,
they were
man,
gonna
in
use
Impact,
their
they
actual
got some dead
sister.
people.
At
Really?
one point. So
Oh,
to
really?
be, yeah.
I think that
Rotunda?
would have been stupid.
She
But
looks just like Bo.
yo, she does exactly like her.
You
Grand
can't even say
Metalik,
Bo with a wig because he does wear a wig. So,
I'm curious to see what they do with Heath Slater after this round.
Nothing.
He's gonna be a wrestler, right?
Nah,
How do you-
man,
alright,
can't
so-
do that.
Who's
So-
not to say that he's not gonna ref that Baron Corbin Strowman match?
Oh.
Oh yeah, so that's the rumor,
That's
right? That
yeah.
Heath Slater's gonna ref that match, but not directly. the ref is gonna get knocked out,
And he's gonna
and
come
Heath
out.
Slater's gonna come out because he's a ref, and he could be like, "Fuck it, 1, 2, 3, bang bang, easy loss for
Is
Baron
this
Corbin."
is this Heath Slater's push?
I think so,
Yeah.
man.
Versus Baron
He's
Corbin?
got kids.
But
He's
it will
got
not be
kids.
like a title type push. Like he'll get
Nah.
a storyline
Hey,
type push.
Hey, I
I'm
don't
sure
mind
he
seeing
got
him
kids.
on-
I'm sure he'll take it.
I don't see mind seeing him on a screen though. He's a pretty good performer.
How about we give Mike Rome a title shot? I mean,
Who?
Get the fuck.
What?
yo,
You got
David Arquette was
You got
champ.
Drake Maverick pissing himself. What do you think they're gonna do to Mike Rome? You've got to actually shit yourself. Ready, go. Have a good show.
Yo, going back to the IC title though, wouldn't it be dope to see Seth Rollins versus Mustafa Ali?
Yes.
That would,
I
yo,
think
That's
in
money.
theory-
yo,
That's
social
money,
media was
bro.
asking for that one when he was doing the open challenge.
That shit is money, bro.
You can't have Seth Rollins lose to Mustafa Ali.
No,
Nah,
no,
but
don't
just
don't
the
lose
match.
them, but just let them go at it.
Yo,
Hey, X 123 Kid once
The
fought
win-
Bret Hart. Jeff
Exactly.
Hardy once fought the Undertaker for the World Heavyweight
Yo.
title. These guys,
It's
they
giving
didn't
that
win,
shot,
but they
man.
got over.
yeah, he got over, man.
Xbox with Kane.
You want to see a match you haven't seen?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A match that you know is gonna be
And
a
that's
good
how you
performance.
help your
Just
fellow
like-
coworker.
Just like with Dolph Ziggler and Daniel
From
Bryan a
last
few
week.
years back,
That's
right?
fair. Huh?
They were like Dolph Ziggler and Daniel Bryan. They're like, we don't have a spot for Mania. Yo, let's go put on a show.
Yeah.
Like we don't have to have a feud. Let's go wrestle. Let's go do what we do best.
And worst case scenario, what? They get noticed,
yeah.
right? That's how. That's
Yo,
that's the
as-
first
for
step
as
in
much
getting.
as
They get
Raw
eyes
wants
on
to
the
have-
product.
be entertaining.
That's the first step.
They
into
forget
success.
that wrestling is entertaining.
So Brock
this
Lesnar,
day.
to this day,
To this
this
Brock
day.
Lesnar has the title right now. How do we get the title off of Brock Lesnar, and where does it go from there?
Ronda Rousey.
Montreal screw
fuck?
job.
I
So,
mean,
Paul
the Rumble
Heyman-
will be in oh no, Phoenix, right?
Phoenix,
or Toronto?
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Nowhere near Montreal, but hey,
SummerSlam's in Toronto.
Yeah.
Brock
Paul Heyman
Lesnar
goes to
is
the
sup-
next best thing.
Brock Lesnar has to face
Braun
Braun
Strowman.
Strowman at Royal Rumble, right? If that's not,
Yeah,
if I'm not
Believe
mistaken.
so.
yeah,
Clark.
yeah. That's gonna be the thing. I think. Apparently.
I think at this
Why not?
point, I think Seth needs to take that strap off of Brock.
Whoa, easy.
So let's
Hey.
call it here. Let's hot take it here. Is Brock taking that strap walking in to MetLife Stadium?
Yes, I think so.
I think that's who they
I-
want at WrestleMania.
That's
I-
money.
Brock and who?
Brock and
Brock.
Seth.
the thing.
For
Brock and
for
Seth, yeah.
legitimacy,
Brock and Seth.
for legitimacy,
Yeah.
for people, the casual fans, they want Lesnar in that role.
Yeah.
Lesnar and Braun Strowman at Mania.
It makes the
is
most
what
sense.
Vince is going to do.
No, I think we're getting it at the Rumble.
I think something's gonna happen because Baron Corbin and
Braun.
Braun never resolved this shit. So I think that
That'll
that's
probably
gonna get
resolve
something.
at Rumble, and then you'll
Yeah,
get Seth
yeah.
and Brock at some point for
But
Mania.
but Braun is a physical specimen. He's so fucking big. He's the only person that could conceivably challenge someone like the Beast Brock Lesnar, and then having them face together in the fucking granddaddy of them all for the Universal title, and have Braun Strowman, who's very over in and of his own right, take the title there.
Off that,
That would
mama
be-
pinga.
It would be big, yo. People would be hype as fuck to see that shit happen,
None of
bro.
his booked on Raw.
It was, they'll give that shit to us in 2 weeks.
For real.
Brock Lesnar got pinned in the bathroom. Whoa. R. Kelly, relax. That's what time we have, baby faces. It's like fried foreskins.
So that's the fantasy booking, guys.
Damn, there was so much more to talk about. We didn't get to it.
Fuck it. And
They
fuck
don't
'em.
deserve it.
All right.
AEIOU and fuck
Not for
it.
nothing. This
yo,
was the.
yo,
this was
because
the,
like honestly, I've been hearing a lot of rumblings where people have been unfollowing us on Twitter because of things we have to say.
Listen.
You know what?
listen.
If you can't handle it, get the fuck out. We don't want you.
Tell your story walking.
If you
But
can't
your mom can
handle
stay
it,
though.
Come see
Oh,
us
she was staying anyways.
Oh,
at Monster Factory
Oh, December 7th.
Oh yeah, don't forget about
this
that.
Friday.
This
and Saturday.
Friday.
Oh my
'Cause
God.
I
yeah.
know some people.
A certain some people. Is that
That
English?
Talk
about
to
to
him,
get-
JP.
A lot of these heels.
In their
Miss-
My
podcast.
heel.
Yo, you got heels?
Mischief and I.
Yo, JP wears heels. Yo.
Hey, it's not a
You
tag
don't be
team.
They don't
wearing
know
it.
about the
6-inch
tag team.
stiletto.
Mischief
Wearing it
and
once I
Elite
super kick your
Steve.
chin.
Yo, fam.
You guys don't
Saying.
want the sauce. That's what I'm
You
saying.
don't want the sauce.
These heels were made for kicking, bro.
Yo, who
Yo.
just got hit with the
Yo.
candlestick before, yo?
He just said he wears heels again.
You know,
I mean, yo, listen, it's progressive time. If that's what you're into, I
Hey.
totally support it. I
Hey, if
just
you have a
think
problem with that, we
you're
got
a
lawsuits
whack
now and shit.
wrestler.
Yo,
Tell
me
yourself
too.
what you need to tell
it's gonna
yourself.
be
Me
mad
too.
hard to move around in them heels. I'm just saying.
When I hit you with this kendo stick, papa, and this one.
You won't hit me with the kendo stick.
That's what she said.
Oh, we got video
All
of it
right,
already.
watch. After the show, right now, we
That's all the time we have for you folks this week.
Is it?
And we still don't care where you get your fix from.
Fuck
'Cause
'em.
We know you
Twitter.
getting it.
Facebook.
Danny Cage.
We everywhere. But real talk.
I'm gonna puke.
Come show us love at the TLC viewing party December the 16th.
Yes,
Rockefeller
sir.
Sports Bar, 443 Patterson Avenue,
Or
Oh,
don't.
yeah.
East Rutherford,
yeah.
New Jersey.
AKA
You know we're gonna
Mr.
be out there
Shisha.
live. Come have a shot. Don't be jobbers, man.
Come on now.
Come chill with us. Watch some TLC.
Extreme, baby.
Doing some live things for you guys.
Don't
trying to
forget, we
keep
got
it
some
moving.
prizes, man. We got some prizes handing out.
No doubt.
Yo,
Prizes
we
and
got that
giveaways.
shit, man.
And the cream always rises to the top.
Not if it's spoiled.
And check us out at Monster Factory this weekend. 10 count to 10
Awesome.
toes. See y'all next week.
That's what she
Bitches.
said.
Peace.